Hi, I'm Kirk Tusaw of the Tusaw Law Corporation, and today we're going to explore 5 things you need to know about the upcoming cannabis legislation. The federal government realizes that it needs to boost participation and open up the production of cannabis so that sufficient quantities are available in the legal market. It plans to introduce several new licensing categories and streamline the application process. BC has recently decided to implement a mixed public and private retail system. It will not automatically disqualify existing industry retail participants, but all applicants will need to be vetted by the province. British Columbia's government will maintain a monopoly over warehousing and online distribution. There's very little evidence that cannabis prohibition actually discourages anyone from consuming cannabis today, and so there's little reason to expect that there'll be carnage on the roads in the future. That said, the legislation does impose some restrictions that could have serious implications, particularly for medical consumers. The federal government plans to maintain separate systems for recreational and medical cannabis. The medical cannabis patients will not be restricted to the 4-plant limit for recreational production, nor will they be restricted to the 30-gram public possession limit in place for recreational consumers. That said, the federal government does plan to impose the recreational excise tax even on medical patients' purchases. The government plans to revisit this issue within the next 5 years. Much like the driving issue, employers will need to be aware of the science around cannabis consumption and its effects on their employees. The difficulty, however, is that THC metabolites remain in the bloodstream for a significant period of time after someone used cannabis, and therefore traditional drug testing methods don't yield relevant evidence. To learn more about cannabis, the upcoming legislation, and how that will affect your practice, join us June 7 and 8 for the New Cannabis Landscape 2018, put on by CLE BC.